There was a water race, and he and his sister suddenly disappeared, and he died afterwards due to some psychological problems. The media and the authors linked the disappearance of Ronald in Bermuda Triangle, although all the evidence at the time said that Ronald died of suicide, and he was far away from the Bermuda area, and the race itself was in a different place. And one of the most interesting things is that the ship was transporting oil lost in the Pacific Ocean. The authors also attributed its loss to Bermuda Triangle, which is originally located in the Atlantic Ocean. And the strangest thing is that when the ship sank in the Triangle area or disappeared, the media and the author of the rumored story say that the ship disappeared while the sea was calm and there were no waves and beautiful. And as long as the ship sank in a calm environment like this, it will be aliens. David Couch and a group of researchers, when they went back to the dates of the days in which these ships sank with weather experts and coast guards, discovered something strange. In these days, the weather was very harsh and the environment was at the top of a cliff. And this alone is enough to sink ships without aliens or aliens. But the media is the one who changed the subject, just like the facts. And this is, for example, what happened with the story of the sinking of the ship SSVA Fog. The authors talked about it as a science fiction story. And they said, the ship suddenly disappeared and then appeared again. And all the people on it disappeared completely. There is no trace of any body with any captain. And the one who was in his cabin is dead. And he was sitting on the chair and lying down and holding a coffee cup in his hand and warm as well. The naval organization completely denied this and presented photos of the ship's wreckage and photos of the emergence of pieces of the ship's logo which exploded because of a break in the fuel tank. And there was no captain, no coffee, or anything like that, as long as the media wanted to put their touch. Let's move on to a little strange point. The American Coast Guard and the U.S. Department of National Defense of the Ocean and the Air Force said that the cases of disappearances that occur in the Bermuda Triangle are the same as any accident that occurs in any other place in the ocean. According to official statistics, the number of planes and ships that were lost in the Bermuda Triangle is equal to the number of planes and ships that are lost in most of the water surfaces in the world. Well, what does this mean? I mean, the media, books, and movies, they are the ones who change the subject very much too, and to prove to you that the media is determined to test the taste of the Bermuda Triangle, let me tell you something new from what you heard. Do you know that there are other places on the face of the earth that are more terrifying than Bermuda, and not many know about them? Have you heard before about the Manoami Sea? Or as some call it, the Sea of the Devil? This is an area in this region that is close to the Japanese island of Miyake, and about 100 kilometers from the capital of Tokyo, when they classified the largest disappearances that occurred in human history. According to statistics, 10 accidents occurred. 6 of them happened in the Sea of Satan. The American C-97 plane went to Tokyo Airport and passed through the area, and it had 67 of the Army's senior men. And although the salt conditions were very suitable for the plane disappeared, and it was only 2 hours between it and Tokyo. And in 1987, the Philippine ship Carlotta was passing over the Sea of Satan, and suddenly it lit up for no reason. Although it did not contain any materials that could be ignited, and when the sailors tried to turn off the front part of the ship, they discovered that the fire started to ignite in the back part as well. And when they lost hope that they would turn it off and surrender their fate, they were surprised that the fire went off without any intervention, and the ship returned to the Philippines safely, and it is currently in the port, and the issue of its ignition to this day is still a strange mystery. And when the Japanese government sent 100 Japanese scientists on a ship equipped to know the secret of the Devil's Sea, the ship went, and I didn't come back. This place has natural disasters and weather conditions that are 100 times worse than Bermuda Triangle. And the accidents that happened in it are terrifying. And despite that, most people don't hear about it. And that's because he didn't get his right in the media and narratives and legends and stories before he fell asleep. Like Bermuda Triangle, the whole issue is a marketing issue. You will sell the thing more, you will become more famous. And in the end, there is a saying that says the triangle is a normal area in the environment, in addition to some bad luck. Bermuda's myth is a fabricated myth by writers and authors, whether they meant it or not, because most of them use false evidence in order to capture the truth. Books, articles, and movies, their principle is that the more incidents and details become more interesting, the more sales will increase. Imagine that I made this episode, and I put on the picture from the outside the shape of a devil, and I said, "Discover the secret of Bermuda's toy finally." Do you think it will get more views? Or not? The triangle is just an area with reversed climatic conditions, and what happens in it is logical to a large extent. And if we go back to the story that was the main reason for the spread of the triangle legend, we will find that the plane that exploded in the story of Flight 19, it was proven after that this type of planes called Martin Mariner there were defects in the fuel tank, and this is a very logical reason for the explosion of the plane. And what many people do not know is that the Bermuda Triangle passes dozens of ships and planes daily without any problems happening. Because there are many people who think that no one knows what the shape of the place is from the inside. The triangle from the inside is very flat. There are no islands. There is nothing, and the ships pass by it every day. All that matters is that when an accident happens, you are on the lookout, and finally, the triangle is only the place where the climatic conditions are reversed and threatens the lives of people who pass by it. And with that, we will answer the question of why things disappear in Bermuda Triangle. And as usual, if there is a question that comes to you in the middle of the night and annoys you, write them in the comments below the video so we can answer them in the next episodes. And if you like the video, don't forget to like and share. And people who are watching us for the first time, subscribe and activate the bell so you can get our videos first. And see you in the next episode.